Family, 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 family.
A few minutes later.
Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Miami Geeks Weekly Updates brought to you by digitalcracknetwork.com. I'm your host, Punch35, with me as always, old school gaming specialist, Uncle Willie.
When are you going to stop with all the energy on a Monday?
I don't know. I don't know when. I don't know. But we're here. How are you doing?
It's Monday.
Yeah, it is. I have a headache right now.
That should be a mood. How do you feel? Happy, sad, upset? It's Monday.
Yes. That's just my answer. Yes. I have a migraine the size of Kansas, and my left eye is about to explode. But I'm here, happy.
See, that's just you.
Yeah, I'm a sick bastard. What can I tell you? But yeah, dude. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. So today we got a lot to talk about, dude, and it looks like Nintendo faces a lawsuit over Mario Kart Tours Immoral loot boxes. What loot boxes? First of all, from what I recall, I've never seen a loot box for Mario Kart, or at least this one, Mario Kart Tour.
You're thinking about the console games. This is a mobile game. Okay, and they're not called loot boxes. They're called spotlight pipes. But they're the same thing. They're loot boxes.
Okay.
They're boxes that have stuff in them, and what's in them is, the odds of getting something is undisclosed, and they removed them last year.
Mm-hmm. But
someone decided to sue them anyway.
But because for what, though? Because I'm evidently money.
Well, the person who's suing said that they threw over $170 in the game for these spotlight pipes.
That's it.
And the suit is alleging that the game was guilty of quote unquote dark patterns. Damn. Dark patterns, if you don't know what they are like UI tricks or tricks that the game does that tries to steer you towards making microtransactions. Like, think about when you go out. Well, you've barely played Destiny 2, right?
Barely.
Okay. A dark pattern, as an example, in Destiny 2, you get these bright engrams. These are things that, like little boxes. You have to go to a specific place in the home city to open them. Oh, while you're there, why don't you buy some more? That's an example of a dark pattern. They're little in-game things to try to steer you towards where the microtransactions are, so they can beat you over the head with them. Fortnite got fined over this, something similar.
Okay.
And a lot of loot boxes don't exist anymore. Not functionally. In mobile games, you see them more, but in console games, you don't see them. That's because they've switched to battle passes, and they switched to other things that beat you over the head so that you can go and spend money. Like Overwatch 2. Which, by the way, I didn't bring up the fact that Overwatch 2 canceled their story content because I'm so tired. It's Activision Blizzard. They suck. We know this.
It's so tiring. I don't like it. It's like, okay. And it's a drag. Let's just be honest. It's just a freaking drag.
Like, Overwatch is fun to play, but it gets so tedious. And they had promised the content since what, 2017, 2019? Never happened. Not surprised. To hell with them. But to hell with Nintendo or anybody else that likes using loot boxes. How about that?
Yeah, I go with that. I agree.
Speaking of lawsuits.
Perfect. So we're going to go to that one. Let's get to it, dude, which is Microsoft wins a dismissal of Gamers suit over $69 billion in Activision deal. Well, I remember that we talked about this not too long ago, not too freaking long ago, but I wasn't aware that this was still going on. I just remember it was just there, and it was kind of like under the radar for a bit for me, and I haven't heard anything. They finally got a dismissal charge, dismissal
Well,
for this.
this is something separate. This is, as you've heard of the lawsuit. The SEC and the FTC have sued to try to block the acquisition of Activision Blizzard by Microsoft for $69 billion. Nice. And we heard about how the EU approved the deal and that the UK denied it. But this is a lawsuit done by gamers.
Wow. Okay.
They had sued over antitrust, saying that Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard would harm the competitive market, primarily worried about Call of Duty. So this is a bunch of Sony Call of Duty players who don't want Microsoft to buy Activision Blizzard. The judge ruled it out because it doesn't have actual allegations and proof. Like, they didn't put forward proof in their lawsuit of how the purchase will harm competition. The fear is what they all fear. Oh, they'll make Call of Duty exclusive to Microsoft, and then we'll have to buy an Xbox, and my house's property value will go down.
Sure.
I mean, it's possible, but I really doubt, I so sincerely doubt that Microsoft is going to shoot itself in the foot by making everybody play on either an Xbox or on Game Pass if they want to play Call of Duty.
Got it.
Considering that the majority of the sales, as has been shown, have been for PlayStation, I don't think Microsoft is going to do that.
I don't know, dude. I mean, Microsoft can do a bunch of things that they want to, so it's up to them. But I think that this is just pretty much out of my league. I'll be honest. Like, this is just odd. But then again,
I don't care. I don't care either way, because I mean, Call of Duty being isolated from PlayStation doesn't affect me at all. I don't play the game. Now, if you told me that, Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard means that, more systems may have it, because it's supposedly it's going to be on Switch, I don't see how that harms competition.
Got it. Well, I mean, you know what, dude? I think this will be a good topic to see what our audience thinks about. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think about all this that we're talking about Microsoft and pretty much the whole Nintendo lawsuit? Please comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Let's have a conversation about this, man. And on to other things, Willie. I'm not too familiar with this, like, at all. Like, almost to a point where I don't remember nothing about this. So, ex-WWE dev Yuke, right? Yuke or Yuke? Yuke's return to wrestling with an AEW Fight Forever in June. Now, this is something I don't remember about, and maybe it's some. Well, then again, I wasn't really too playing any wrestling games on any consoles and stuff like that. I was more into watching it on TV. But this kind of like came out of nowhere. What is this going on? Because it looks like it's gonna come. This whole AEW Forever launches is gonna come up on the 20th of June for Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and PC. So what's the whole big hubbub about this, Willie?
Okay, this one is for the old people like me. Cousin Jose knows about this too. Yuke was the developer of wrestling games back in the day. For those of you who played the WWF, SmackDown, WWE, all of the old N64 wrestling games, and the PS2 wrestling games, Yuke is the developer. They made it kind of like an art form. When 2K Games got the rights to the WWE license, they brought Yuke on board, and Yuke was making the WWE titles for 2K Games until 2018.
Wow. So it's that sounds pretty much right.
It's
Because
Yuke's.
that's
Yeah,
what.
Yuke's have put out a statement saying, we don't feel it no more. We don't want to get back into wrestling games until we feel that we can innovate. It's just been like running on autopilot, which it's a 2K game. Of course, it's on autopilot. Just release it every year. So 2K games thought, okay, you know what? We don't need you. We have visual concepts here. They know how to make games. And they made WWE 2K19. And it was an absolute tire fire. Such a tire fire that they didn't make games for 2 years.
Damn.
They didn't make wrestling games for 2 years.
Do you blame
Just
them?
to
Let's
watch
be
the
honest.
stink off this one.
Who
do I blame?
Washing. I'm
going to blame 2K games. I'm sure that the pace of development for these WWE titles burnt Yuke's out. And they decided, no, you know what? No, we want to make something that's more than just copy paste of the thing we did last year.
Got it.
So
I just think man, I just think if they took a 2-year hiatus for this to wash off the stench of the bad one, I don't know what I mean, they already have a little trailer here, which I'm not gonna play because reasons. But I just personally, well, you know what? I'll play it. Why not? Just a little quick view. It's right here. So far from what I'm seeing here, it looks pretty good. I'm not gonna doubt it. Good graphics so far. I mean, you got this guy talking and whatnot, but overall, it looks pretty interesting and it looks pretty clean, if you ask me.
like I said, when it comes to when it comes to wrestling games, Yuke's knows their stuff, and they're doing this for a competitor to WWE.
Competitor, which one?
AEW.
Oh, okay, my bad.
AEW is a totally different promotion, and you know what? Good. It's good to see competition.
Perfect. You know what's better than competition, Willie?
Money.
No, I mean, to us, yeah, money's amazing. Money's like our best friend, or in other words, I like money, but I say family. Yep.
Depends on the family.
Family.
My immediate family, sure.
No. Family. Everybody, whoever's in your tight little circle, family.
Considering that in that analogy, I'm the bald dude and I don't have a Dodge Charger, I'm not feeling it.
Well, fine. But let's talk about the weekend box office, which apparently it looks like freaking Fast 10, Fast X, whatever you want to call it, made 67.5 million on opening day, which I'm not gonna lie, I kind of saw it coming. If you're gonna sit here and think that they're not gonna make, nothing diggly squat, poop crap, you're more dumber than this freaking guy is in this movie. But overall, yeah, 67.5 million in the opening, and I think it's not gonna stop there, or is it, Willie?
Let's get to the box office first, and then we'll deal with the horrible news. So, Fast X came out this past weekend, and as expected, it was number one in the box office.
Of course.
But it didn't make as much money as people thought.
Okay.
Because it's 67.5 million. Okay. I'm going to say okay. Like, think about the fact that Guardians nearly hit 150 its first week.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. I see where you're going with
this. Think about the fact that it's not even the highest grossing of all its movies. Furious 7 made 147 million its opening weekend. That was mainly because of the people's, they're the people having the feels, because that's what Paul Walker passed. That's what they did the tribute. Yeah. So that was the number one grossing. In the current chart, Fast X lands number 7. Under 2009's Fast and Furious. It almost made as much money. It barely made more than Hobbs and Shaw. That tells you something. But still, it's in first. It got the top of the box office this week. At number 2, no surprise, Guardians of the Galaxy made another $31.9 million. It's beginning to slow down. I'm beginning to wonder if it's going to hit $500 million. That's the gold standard there. Number 3 was the Super Mario Brothers movie. Number 4, Book Club: The Next Chapter. Not for me. Number 5, Evil Dead Rise. Number 6, John Wick Chapter 4, out on streaming tomorrow. Number 7, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Number 8, Hypnotic. Number 9, Love Again. And number 10, still hanging around there, like that canker sore you got in high school, Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
Fine. Again, this is still something big for the Fast and Furious franchise. I guess.
But it might lose its throne this weekend because your most anticipated movie.
Yeah, A Fish Named Wanda is going to be out soon.
A Fish Called Wanda was a good movie. Now be quiet.
Shut up your face. Whatever. Yeah, Little Mermaid.
A Fish Called Wanda was a good movie.
Okay, you know what?
I demand that you recognize that.
Fine. I gotta say something. If The Little Mermaid is going to overtop Fast and Furious next weekend, you might be right. But the chances are that people are going to go see this movie, Little Mermaid. It's kind of shaky. I mean, there's a lot of people talking about that movie being hot garbage, even the ones that actually went to go see it. And some of them are just like, oh, yeah, they visually like it, but they didn't really care about it, like some of the music and stuff like that, which they talked about it last week. And it was because of the early screenings.
The only really, really, really negative thing that people have said, I've heard people say, is the rap.
Stop.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I choose
Little Mermaid
no
has a rap track.
Okay.
And okay, what would the opposite of spitting fire be?
Throwing up acid.
For vomiting hot garbage, I guess. But
yeah, I mean,
that's what it's been compared to. I have not heard it. I cannot personally attest to this. I will not listen to it because I don't care to see the movie, and I don't deal with cringe.
No, I don't deal well with anything like that. And the funny fact is, Aquafina rapping as the freaking bird on there, and it's just so god awful. They changed so much about it, and I was like, why add a rapping seagull is going to make anything better? But whatever. All right,
don't go with the whole. Oh no, they changed so much, because sometimes changing is a good thing.
Changes are right on certain things, but if you're going to be doing a movie or remake of, something like this, you'll be like, you know what? Let's see something like that in a live action form.
Every time you go and complain about, oh no, because they changed it, I'm gonna bring up this little point to you. You know what they changed? Scarface.
Oh, the old classic. OG classic black and white one. Yeah.
No. That was a remake.
That
wasn't a mobster. He wasn't a mobster from Chicago. He was a drug dealer that came from Cuba. And you think that movie is like the Holy Grail?
Oh, that one was amazing. Because to me, I love that Scarface.
Sometimes change is good. All right, changing Pat Morita for Jackie Chan and Karate Kid. I'm okay with that. I don't know about Jaden, but and Taraji P. Henson in that dress though. Anyway, back to Fast and Furious. We're not done with this.
No,
we're never going to be done with this.
We're never going to be done.
You know
with
why?
That, and
you know one thing that happens with families.
They multiply.
Make a lot of babies.
Oh yeah, and that's one of the things that we're going to be talking about. Which Vin Diesel says that Fast and Furious spinoffs are in the works. And God, why should there be more? Look, sorry, I almost stood up in my mouth like right there. It's nasty. The fact that they're going to have a spinoff for Fast and Furious, why? They already did Hobbs and Shaw, and that movie pretty much did okay, but it bombed at the same time. And it's like, I don't think anybody really wants to see a movie like this, like, at all.
I don't know because, like I told you, Hobbs and Shaw made $60 million. It's opening weekend. It had a huge drop off, but people like going to these movies. Fast 9 made $70 million, so it's not like these things are they come out of nowhere. We'll enjoy them a little too much. I always say, remember when Fast and Furious was about illegal car racing? Those are fun times. But yes, they are working on other spinoffs. He does say, Vin Diesel says in an interview, he says, quote, I started developing the female spinoff in 2017 with other spinoffs, and the sooner I deliver the finale, the sooner I can launch all those spinoffs. Multiple.
Oh. Yeah, but imagine.
I didn't know this. I didn't know this. There was a Netflix animated series.
Why? Okay, that's not very common. I didn't know there was a Netflix anything about this movie.
It ran for 6 seasons.
Was it a cartoon for kids?
I mean, it's an animated series. I'm gonna go with yes.
Yeah. No, but those
I didn't know this existed.
Something for kids. Something tells me I remembered it because my daughter, and even she was like, "Yeah, no," and she just took it off. And I don't blame her because she saw it was like all cartoon style and everything. Oh, Fast and Furious, a family, and all that stuff. But she didn't care for it, and nor did my nephew either. You remember you there, and he didn't care. He's like, "Oh,
the notorious YUD."
Of course." And he was into anime and stuff like that. And when he saw this dumpster fire, he was just like, I got better things to do. Not really, but no.
The moment I saw Rock the Dwayne Johnson grabbing a torpedo that was shot over ice to redirect it, I'm like, okay, all right, I see where we're going here. This is not. This is not a car series. This is Shogun Warriors.
So are we? Are we gonna bypass the fact that those one movie, I forgot which one was it, that a car launched to Vin Diesel and he caught it? We're gonna forget that.
He's an Omega level mutant. We've already established that. Any moment now, the cars are gonna transform into lions and they're gonna become Fast and Furious Voltron.
Oh Lord, no! And
if I gave him an idea, I apologize.
No, stop it! Because then all of a sudden you're gonna have Vin Diesel go, everybody form family, and he's like the only main character flying up in the air, extend his body parts so these cars can lynch onto him. That's it. And I don't want
instead of roaring, they open their mouths and it says family.
Yeah, they don't roar; they go family, rar. Yeah, no.
No, yeah. Oh, I need that. I need Ludacris to come up and grab somebody in the neck and say, rar. I need that in my life, in my lifetime. I want to see that.
Apparently, watch. We're gonna get Luda fucking saying. We're gonna get him saying rar somewhere along the line. We are.
Or no. You know what? It should be Tyrese that says it. Tyrese is the one that should say it.
All right, fine. I'll take that. I'll take that from you.
What I need also, I need see how you catch how quick you catch this cut. He needs to get into a semi that's red, start it up, and say roll out.
Good boy. I like that.
What do you mean, good boy? You gonna pet me?
I'm not gonna pet you. Yeah.
Well, you call me good boy.
Well, yeah, you're a good boy because you brought up roll out.
Well, I said it because, the double entendre is also a red semi, so Transformers.
Yeah. And Luda's saying
layers.
roll out. So yes, it's like an onion, folks. This is what I'm trying. We're trying to say.
It's like my stomach muscles. There's layers.
Yeah, before we get to the actual ab. But that's not the point. The point is,
listen,
Ludacris
I
have eventually
a grand and glorious 6-pack. It's just covered with at least 43 layers of stealth fat. I don't want them all.
That sounds good to me. Yeah.
All right, let's get serious.
Yeah, that sounds like me here. Well, yeah, let's get serious. Which, yeah, we're gonna get past this whole family. I was gonna call it the Family and Furious. Wow, I just gave him a new name now. Great. It's my fault. Sorry, that's my fault now.
The Furious Family.
The Furious Family.
That's going to be one of the spinoffs.
I bet watch. But on to serious news, guys. Today we got the word of Ray Stevenson, who played in Star Wars Ahsoka, right? I'm saying it right. Yeah,
He was
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka, yes.
And also in Marvel movies like The Punisher, Warzone, which kills me, and also in certain Thor movies. Ray Stevenson passed away. He was what?
He was Volstagg.
Yeah, man. And it's just so sad to know this, man, because it's like he was only 58 years old, first of all. 58. And just knowing that this happened and just happened so abruptly to him, it's kind of scary. Nature's scary, folks. That's what we were gonna say. And there's no really much word of how or what, but honestly, I respect the fact that they don't even mention it. Just let it be. Nobody needs to know. He already passed. And right now this is gonna be his time for his family to pretty much gather themselves together for a broken part of their family gone, and and wish him nothing but the best. Willie.
It's very sad to see his passing. There is no cause of death reported yet. They'll come in due course. He was a prolific actor more recently. Like I went back and I saw some of the things he was on a lot of TV series when he started out. His first entry in IMDb is from 1993, but he was a Punisher, Warzone. He was Frank Castle. He was Volstagg of the Warriors 3 and Thor. He made it all the way up to Thor Ragnarok. He was Porthos in the Three Musketeers.
Oh wow!
Firefly and G.I. Joe Retaliation. He was in a lot of different projects, culminating in the one that you still haven't finished watching yet.
I just saw that right now. RRR.
RRR.
Oh my god!
Now you have to watch the tribute.
No, I have to. Now knowing this, I seriously have to watch this in tears, knowing that this happened, and I have not seen this movie, not even halfway. I only stopped the 2-hour mark or
You
hour
didn't
and a
even
half.
get to that. Seriously, I don't know how many times to tell you this. It's basically Luke Cage and Hawkeye versus England. how like okay? Did you see the clip that I said that the clip of the animals?
Yeah.
Okay, how could you walk away from that?
Man, okay. I know I shouldn't. That's something I need to see.
I know it won't be today, but that's fine.
No, for sure I'm gonna watch it though.
I'll be out of town on Thursday. You have plenty of time. I expect a report on my desk first thing in the morning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And for those who saw the movie, please don't spoil it for me, because I know that movie's like a lot of years old, but I still want to see it. But again, Ray Stevenson, for him and his family, I wish him nothing but the best in these dark times. And I really hope that they push through this and heal.
I agree. May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
May the force be with him.
There we go. That's another one too.
He was a Star Wars character. That counts.
Yeah. It does count. You're right. That's why I was like, yeah. But folks, what do you guys think about everything we talked about from above and below? Please comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Let's have a conversation about this. But we are done. And thank you so much for joining us today on this amazing show. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button just to know we come with amazing news, which is 3 times a week. Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday, and a little something in between. Before I end that note, Willie and I are not going to be on Friday. Willie's going to be taking another trip, business trip, and he'll be back hopefully Monday. Right, Willie?
Well, I might be back Monday night.
Oh, well, Monday night. So maybe Wednesday show we'll have something. Either way, we're still here for you guys.
I'll report on all the conquests that I made while I was gone.
Perfect. I like this. Maybe some video game stores?
I can only hope.
But Willie, before we end the show, is there anything else you want to tell our folks out there?
No, just if anything that I said offended you, I'm sorry and you're welcome.
That's why I love when he does that. But guys, Thank you so much for joining us today, and we will see you next time. Peace.